Welcome into some Wednesday night action here on the SCBL YouTube channel. Tonight's game features the home Lake Norman Copperheads and the visiting Queen City Corndogs. I'm Gunter Schroeder, joined by Eric Finley on color tonight. Eric, what's your first impressions of this game tonight? Are you expecting a pretty close game between these teams?
Yeah, I mean, for the Corndogs, you got a team who's coming in at 2-0, looking to ride their momentum, and then for the Copperheads, it's a team who's looking to bounce back after a two-game skid.
Yeah, and most definitely a high-scoring loss last night, a 13-8 defeat up in Mooresville against the Spinners. So Copperheads looking for their third win of the season, as are the Corndogs, but the Corndogs just one of two undefeated teams left in the SCBL, along with those 4-0 Mooresville Spinners. Both teams looking for a much-needed win here and one to continue or gain back some momentum as the start of tonight. For the Copperheads will be Jackson Edwards on the mound.
Yeah, and for Edwards, he's looking to bounce back from really what was a tough start against the Owls. He got pulled only after 2 innings, only for Brock Graff to come in and really show him up and pitch an amazing game. He's going to look to show why he can still be a starter on this team.
As the game will get started with the Corndogs right fielder Gavin Baucom, a Harrisburg, North Carolina native playing his ball at Cleveland Community College. Had a very successful opening day game against the Wampus Cats, went 2 for 2 and reached base 4 times with 2 more walks as the first pitch offering is in there for a strike from Edwards.
Yeah, 9-8 opening day win from the Corndogs. They're going to be looking to continue whatever they did in that game because it was working.
A 1 pitch, swung on and fouled back to the screen. So Edwards working quickly here, an 0-2 advantage against Baucom. Edwards ready for this next offering. The 0-2 swung onto the third base side, collected by Frelick. The throw will be in time. So good start by Jackson Edwards. Gets the ground out by Gavin Baucom. Now the second baseman Ryan Hawkins steps in.
That was a great early start by the Copperheads there. Some of their fielders have had some issues with errors this season, and to just get a nice, easy out to start the game is a big deal for them.
Second batter in, and a big swing and a miss there to start off this at-bat for Hawkins.
And for the Corndogs, I'm wondering how fatigue is going to set in, because they have played 2 non-SCBL games, and they started their season kind of earlier than anyone else by doing so.
Certainly both teams have been very busy this opening few games. This is another ground ball to the third base side. Frelick up with it again, and the throw is in time. 2 quick groundouts here by Edwards in the top of the first. Now the big first baseman, Bouthillette, has already shown off the power in a big way so far this season and hit an absolute towering home run in the late stages of the Corndogs game against the Regulators 2 nights ago. First pitch offering from Edwards, he swings on that one and fouls it back. Bouthillette among the leaders in home runs in this very league a year ago, and already off to a good start with 2 home runs in his first 2 games. A 1 offering this time. Grounded and chopped towards the second base side, charging it and underhanding it. In time is Lopez. 3 groundouts and 3 quick outs here for the Copperheads in the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the first, still no score. Back here for the bottom of the first inning is Will Gray will get things started in the box for the Copperheads, as he'll be playing shortstop tonight. First pitch offering swing and a miss. Looked to be aggressive in the count there, and did not get any of that one. Now faces an 0-1 pitch and 2 quick strikes. 2 big swings there from Gray, a senior from the area, Rockwell, North Carolina, and a senior at the West Virginia University Institute of Technology. As this 0-2 pitch is a little bit high. Gray, a good start to the season so far, has been 3 for 9 through his 2 games hitting for Lake Norman. But down 0-2 and swings on this one, hits a high fly ball down the left field line, under it, and making the catch will be Laurer. And good contact, but just a little bit too much launch angle there for Will Gray as he becomes out number 1. Next up for the Copperheads will be the third baseman, Frelick, who had 2 nice plays on defense in that first inning. Takes the first pitch for a ball here. This one popped up towards the second base side. Under it is the right fielder. Balcom makes the catch, and that's 2 quick outs. So both teams working fast here. Five batters and 5 outs so far for both sides, as now the first baseman, Louis Hill. They're facing Seth Edgerton on the mound tonight. Edgerton's first pitch in there for a strike. Ahead 0-1. This one spiked, and it'll go back to the backstop. As Edgerton, originally from Greer, South Carolina, now playing for the Corndogs after just completing the season at Belmont Abbey. This pitch is low.
And for Louis Hill, he's off to a good start to the season. He's batting .429 on the year.
Copperheads have swung the bat well, but as we've seen, can go cold at times. Scored no runs in the final 6 innings of their game last night against Mooresville, despite putting up 8 runs in the first 3 innings, as the Spinners made a late comeback and eventually won it by a score of 13-8 after a 45-minute rain delay.
Yeah, and the game before that against the A's, they couldn't keep up in that one as well.
This one swung foul down the third base line. For Edgerton, it's his second appearance this season. Had an inning against the Regulators. Went very well and retired the side in order in that one. Looking to continue that streak here in the bottom of the first, as this pitch is in there for strike 3. Louis Hill caught looking, and the first inning comes to a close here. Corndogs keep them scoreless as well. We head to the bottom of the second, still a 0-0 ball game. Back here for the top of the second inning. It's the catcher, Owen Williams. Fresh off a nice performance against the Regulators, had 2 doubles, and that one fouls this one back to the screen, and had a pretty successful first game as well.
Yeah, Williams, he's a local boy, Charlotte, North Carolina native, and plays his college ball at Ohio University. So out there playing Division I baseball.
Looking for a happy homecoming here, behind 0-1. This pitch in there for an inside strike. We've seen Edwards early on, not afraid to attack the strike zone against these Corndog hitters. Now the 0-2 offering from Edwards is inside.
And I know it's early, but for Edwards, I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. Compared to what I saw against the Owls, he looks a lot more in control, and he just looks a lot more calm on the mound.
Certainly is factored in here. The 1-2 pitch fouled off again to the backstop. So they'll do it again. And Williams, a number of these Corndogs catchers that factor in the DH and EH roles for this team. Is this 1-2 taken outside? A good take there, and now the count runs to 2-2.
Yeah, and Williams, he'll be looking to put his hitless opening day performance behind him as well.
Certainly did that in a big way with those 2 doubles, as this one's fouled back high to the screen. Williams with 2 extra base hits in the form of 2 doubles as part of the Corndogs' 9-2 win over the Regulators on Monday night. Certainly be looking for more hard contact here. 2-2 from Edwards. Swing and a miss, strike 3. After 3 straight groundouts, Owen Williams goes down swinging, and that's 4 up and 4 down for the pitcher Edwards. Now he'll look to make it 5 with Gribble, the third baseman, stepping in. Gribble out of Southern Wesleyan University hammers this ball down for a base hit. Welker will field that one, but not before a base hit for the third baseman. Gribble gets things started here in the second for the Corndogs.
Yeah, that was a good piece of contact on that ball. Put it right into a gap, short of the outfielders. Great piece of hitting.
Now the center fielder, Keller. 1 man on and 1 out. Takes a first pitch for a strike. Edwards in position, does the quick pitch, and this one fouled down the left field line and over the fence by Keller.
Yeah, I think for Edwards, it's about responding to these types of situations. When he gives up a hit or a walk against the Owls, when runners were on base, he looked really uncomfortable, and I think that played into his start being unsuccessful.
Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Keller goes down looking. Now 2 outs and just still the 1 man on as Greg Bello, the shortstop.
Yeah, the shortstop, number 38, Greg Bello.
And if you're the Copperheads coaching staff, that's the exact response you're looking for after giving up a hit.
There's a throwback from Edwards, not in time. First pitch offering from Edwards is low. This one swung back and foul onto the Cox Mill softball field here. So we had a 1-1 count. Bella looking to keep the inning alive and get the Corndogs on the board first. Swung on a chop swing to the second baseman, Lopez. The throw in time for the third out.
Another great inning there by the Copperheads.
Certainly are, and just the 1 hit, but no runs for the Corndogs in the top of the second inning. We head to the bottom of the second inning. The Copperheads will have a chance to strike first when we come back. Back for the bottom of the second inning, the Copperheads holding the Corndogs scoreless through 2. Now they'll look to put some runs on the board here as the 4-hole hitter Brock Fowler.
Leading off the second for Lake Norman, the right fielder, number 33, Brock Fowler.
Yeah, I mean, early offense has been a theme for the Copperheads this season, so I think it's something they need to keep doing. It's been working.
Takes a big swing at that one and misses, but Fowler certainly power in his locker. 4 for 13 so far through 4 games and 5 RBIs to his name. Takes that pitch inside for a ball.
Yeah, and I mean, he's had a couple swings this season that were nearly home runs, a couple of them that really should have been.
Looking to rebound after an 0 for 4 performance last night and a big swing at that off speed. Did have the 2 RBIs, though. A bit of a wacky night for Fowler at the plate. Reached on an error that scored an RBI and also scored a RBI on a ground out that turned into a double play. But did strike out 3 times in that game. The 1-2 pitch. Edgerton pitch misses away.
And I believe he was pinch hit into that game as well, so I don't believe he was ready to play right from the jump.
Potentially not. 2-2 pitch from Edgerton. Popped up and back towards our commentary box here. And Fowler, another native of Charlotte, currently attending Wingate University. Certainly has the power at 6'4", 230. The 2-2 is taken away. And he's one of the bigger outfielders you'll see in the league, certainly.
Yeah, for sure. I think for him it's just consistency and some plate discipline.
Full count pitch. Rung up for strike 3. Fowler thought otherwise, but a leadoff strikeout again here for Edgerton.
Now batting the DH, number 30, Josh Jones.
Now the DH, Josh Jones, the 5-hole hitter. Edgerton looking to retire his 5th straight batter of the game and gets off to a good start with that first pitch strike. Jones, a freshman from Blainville, Quebec. The Canadian native coming all the way down to Charlotte, but plays nearby at North Greenville University.
Yeah, and for Jones, he was the opening day hero for the Copperheads.
Certainly so. Contributed in a big way to that opening night win against the Carolina Disco Turkeys before Jack Lopez walked it off with a bit of a dribble that kind of just died between the middle infielders there. 3 for 12 so far in the season for Jones with 3 RBIs.
Yeah, I think he's going to be looking to get back to that first game magic that he had.
Will work from behind here in a 1-2. Takes a pitch outside. Did not feature in last night's game for the Copperheads against Mooresville. 2-2 pitch, swung on to the ground ball in the third shortstop, Bello. Makes a nice play there. 2 out now away. Now the second baseman, Lopez, steps in and had a bit of a rough performance last night against Mooresville on the mound. Did take the loss in that one.
Number 1, Jack Lopez.
Yeah, I think for all the Copperhead hitters, especially the ones that were kind of in those late game heroics on opening day, they're kind of looking for that magic, that consistency. They want it back.
Certainly an up and down game is baseball, and no different here for a lot of these players here in the SCBL. Go through spurts where maybe you don't get a hit some nights, and then you'll go on a streak of multi-hit games. As Lopez in a 1-1 against Edgerton. Swings on this one, grounds at third base, off the glove of the third baseman Gribble, and that will be an infield hit for Lopez.
Yeah, he'll be looking to string a couple more of those together, really get his season going.
Certainly a step in the right direction is now the left fielder Aiden Kwan.
Now batting the left fielder, number 3, Aiden Kwan.
One of the freshmen for the Copperheads. gone through his share of early season struggles, but did pick up a hit in last night's loss against Mooresville. And you can see Quan kind of growing into this role as a most-day starter here for Lake Norman. 1-0 from Edgerton. Instead, he'll throw back.
And as a high scorer, that's impressive in of itself to be a starter on a collegiate summer baseball team.
Be heading to Monmouth University in the fall from nearby Harrisburg, North Carolina. Takes that pitch low, so a 2-0 count here for Quan. Has Lopez on first. Looking for his third hit of the season after going 2 for 12 so far. 2-0 from Edgerton. Swung on and fouled back.
Yeah, Quan will be looking to get a little bit of a hit streak going here. He had one against the A's. He had one against the Spinners. One here against the Corndogs, and that's now a 3-game hit streak.
Would put a runner into scoring position. Instead, stepping off as Edgerton. Checks the runner Lopez at second. You don't want to get into a situation here where a runner's in scoring position, but it looks like it won't matter. Lopez advances after the ball bobbled by the catcher Owen Williams. So Lopez advances to second. Now that run just 180 feet away in comparison to the 270 away from first base. And a 3-1 count here. Takes that pitch on the inside corner for a strike.
Lopez doing a good job, really getting in the pitcher's head there. He's kind of dancing around on the base paths, doing what a base runner should.
3-2 pitch swung on and a base hit into right field. Rounding third is Lopez. The throw from Baucom to home plate will be dropped by the catcher Williams. Aiden Quan, a stand-up double. And the Copperheads take the lead here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, and that's that aggressive base running that's helped the Copperheads have early success this season. And some of the games have gone away from it have been the ones that they've struggled in.
Quan now riding a 3-game hit streak after that one. Will stand on second base. The inning continues with the catcher Spillman. Edgerton looking to limit the damage here and does not get off to a good start there. Spikes that first one in the dirt, but a good block there by Williams. Edgerton checks on the second base runner, and this one lifted into the right center field gap. Underneath it is Baucom, and that will retire the side. But an Aiden Quan RBI double gets things started for the Copperheads here in the bottom of the second inning. As we head to the third, Lake Norman holds a 1-0 lead. Back here for the top of the third inning, Luke Harris fouls that pitch off from Edwards, who's done good work so far, retired of the 6 of the first 7 batters he's faced, and now in a quick 0-2 advantage here against the DH Luke Harris. Harris, the junior from Edgemore, South Carolina, swings on this one and drives it into the air, but playable for the shortstop. Gray takes that one away from Jack Lopez in the middle of the infield, but nonetheless, Harris is retired for the first out.
Yeah, and almost a disaster situation there.
Certainly some contentious. It's always contentious when 2 middle infielders going for a pop fly. Is now the EH Trenton Doss takes a first pitch strike from Edwards. Doss batting 9th tonight and filling the EH role here as he fouls this one off the end of the bat.
Yeah, he didn't appear in their first game, so this is still very early in his season so far.
Doss, a sophomore from Cleveland Community College, looking to make an impact in his first game action here in 2024 for the SCBL as he takes that off-speed high. But at 6'4", 230, another one of these guys that certainly has the power if he's able to connect with one. 1-2 pitch from Edwards. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Doss down on strikes, and now the 10-hole hitter Laurer playing left field will look to keep this inning alive here. And Edwards has been very impressive thus far. Allowed just the 1 base hit. Now facing Laurer with 2 outs in the first pitch high. Laurer with a big hack at that 1-0.
Yeah, and Laura went hitless in his first game, opening day game, so he'll be looking to get a hit here.
Did feature in that game against the regulars as well, and a big swing and a miss there on a 1-1.
And for the Corndogs so far, they need to just have some better plate discipline.
Second summer for Laurer with the Corndogs as he batted .381 last summer, went 32 for 84, 6 RBIs and 18 strikeouts as he pops this one up towards the third base side. Underneath it is the third baseman, Freelick, and he makes the catch to end the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning here for Edwards as we head to the bottom of the third. Copperheads still lead it 1-0. Back here for the bottom of the third inning as the Copperheads hold a 1-0 lead here Lazaro Santos will lead things off here for Lake Norman. Takes that first pitch low, and
Santos, he's hitless still to start the season. He's going to be looking to get going.
did not feature in last night's game against Mooresville, did Santos, but he swings on this one to the shortstop. The throw is in time for the out. A nice play there by Greg Bello at shortstop. Makes the backhanded play and beats Santos by a step. Now the center fielder, Connor Welker, and a Cox Mill native, played his high school ball on this very field, will step in, and a big first hack at that one against Edgerton.
Yeah, and he's had a slow start of the season, just 1 hit and 7 at-bats.
Looking to do something about it, takes that pitch low. Next pitch is cut on and missed, an inside fastball there. Edgerton gets to a 2-strike count. Next pitch on the way is low.
You know, for any of the guys on the team who are in a slump, the ones who are going to get out of it the easiest, I feel like, are the Cox Mill guys. They're used to playing here. This is their home turf.
This one popped up and foul over the first base screen. And certainly does factor in when you consider lots of these Cox Mill guys come back and play for their hometown team, as this one is taken for a ball. Just barely missed that one for a strike, did Edgerton. So Welker stays alive here. Next offering is back behind the screen for ball 4. So Connor Welker reaches his first time up on a base on balls. So still just one out here as the lineup card turns over to Will Gray.
Now batting shortstop, number 9, Will Gray.
Gray flied out his first time up to lead off things for Lake Norman in the top of the first inning. Now gets another crack here as he swings at this one past the first baseman for a base hit. Turning for second and going for third is Welker. The throw is cut off. Will Gray finds a gap down the first base line, and Copperheads in business once again. Runners at the corners and 1 out as Dane Frelick steps up with a chance to extend the lead for Lake Norman.
Now batting for Lake Norman, the third baseman, number 14, Dane Frelick.
Frelick also flied out his first time up, but would be welcomed here by the Copperheads with the runner standing at third and still just 1 out. Edgerton's first offering catches the outside corner for a strike. The 0-1 swung on and fouled towards the third base side. And for Frelick, certainly you want to put the ball in play, but with the threat of a double play and the middle infielders playing at the depth, you certainly need to pick your spot here.
Yeah, and for Frelick, I mean, I think of the guys who are hitting really well for the team, he's kind of been the most underrated of them all. You know, you talk about Paul, Morales, Hill, but Frelick, he's also been playing really well this season.
In a good spot again in an 0-1 count. Swings and back to the pitcher. The throw to short in time. The throw to first in time. They got him double play. And the inning is over. Corndogs escape. Runners at the corners and 1 out with a ground out and a double play right back to the pitcher, Edgerton, to end the inning. We go to the top of the 4th. Still a 1-0 score. Back for the top of the 4th inning here at Cox Mill High School. Lake Norman Copperheads leading the Queen City Corndogs by a 1-0 score. As a first pitch strike there from Edwards. Lineup card turns back over to the leadoff hitter Baucom, who grounded out his first time up. Edwards 0-1, cut on and missed.
Yeah, and early strikes have been the difference of Edwards tonight. He has not fallen behind in counts very often.
And with that comes the ability to put hitters away in those counts, as the 0-2 pitch is high. Already 3 strikeouts his first turn through the order for Edwards, who, as you mentioned, did not have the best start last time up, but has certainly changed his fortunes this time. This one popped up just over the screen behind home plate.
Yeah, I think for the Copperheads, with their pitching depth, anyone who can take them deep into a game, they're very grateful to have.
The next 0-2 from Edwards. Rung him up on the outside corner for strike 3. Baucom goes down looking, now 4 strikeouts for Jackson Edwards. And still just 1 base runner allowed in the first 11 he's faced, as now Ryan Hawkins looking for his first base hit of the night as he grounded out his first time up.
I mean, Edwards almost looks to be on cruise control. It looks easy for him tonight.
Working with pace, as that one is high and inside. Backs Hawkins off the plate there, who has not featured too much so far in the Corndogs 2 games so far. Swings through that one for strike 2. Hawkins, the sophomore from Lenore Community College. And a swing and a miss there. Another strikeout for Edwards. And as you say, he's making quick work of these hitters. Getting ahead in the count seems to be the difference here.
Yeah, and I mean, I think for the Corndog hitters, they also seem kind of antsy at the plate. They really seem to be swinging it a lot. And Edwards is using it to his advantage.
We'll face the big power lefty, Harrison Buthelette, with 2 outs now.
Yeah, I think for Edwards, this is the guy he's got to watch out for. This is going to be the guy who could unravel this start for him.
As Buthelette opened his season the other night against the Wampus Cats with a 2-for-4 day, including his first home run of the season, and followed it up with a 3-run blast way over the right field fence up in Mountain Island Charter High School, home of the Regulators. Edwards gets a strike back there. So 2-1 count here. Buthelette, the freshman from Indian Land, South Carolina, takes a big hack at that one. Does not connect, though. Two count for Edwards. Big shot and way gone. Harrison Buthelette, a no-doubter. 3 games, 3 home runs for the big lefty, and just as you said, the Corndogs strike first and get their first run, tie this ball game. Harrison Buthelette showing off the power, didn't even take a step. He knew it was gone.
Yeah, and I mean, he's just on a tear to start the season. He's seeing the ball well, and he's putting together a great piece of tape to show colleges this summer.
And certainly will be a leading candidate now for the NACSB Summer Showcase up at Liberty University.
And not only that, he'll probably get hitter of the week this week if he keeps this up.
Certainly seeing the ball well. And with conviction, hit that one. Looked like he went chasing for maybe an upstairs fastball and got every bit of that one. We'll see if Edwards can rebound. Attacks the catcher Williams with that one. So a 1-1 count to the catcher from the University of Ohio.
Yeah, I think for every hitter, they've got that one pitch that they're willing to chase, and for him, that was his pitch.
And hit it similar to the one the other night against the Regulators, an elevated fastball that he just drives to his power side and made a mark so far with had the 3-run home run. That one a solo blast, and Lake Norman's outfielders didn't even turn around to watch that one. As now Edwards in a 2-2 count against Owen Williams.
I mean, about half of his hits this season have been home runs. I mean, it's been home run or bust for him.
1-2 count for Edwards is outside.
Edwards, another guy who hasn't featured much this season.
1-2 pitch to Williams. Swing and a miss. And a rebound strikeout there. But Harrison Buthelette, his third home run in the first 3 games of the season for the Corndogs, knots things up at 1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. We're tied at 1.
From the first baseman, number 32, Louis Hill.
Back here for the bottom of the 4th inning, the Copperheads now find themselves in a tie ball game after Harrison Buthelette teed off on a ball for his 3rd home run of the season and 3rd in 3 games to start the 2024 campaign. Now Edgerton steps back in a tie ball game, looking to shut down the first baseman Louis Hill to start the inning off, and he gets 2 quick strikes there.
Yeah, I mean, for Buthelette, he has more home runs than the Copperheads have as a team.
Certainly showing off the power, and now the Corndogs have some life as the 0-2 pitch is called for strike 3. Louis Hill down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight, and the 3rd strikeout of the night for Seth Edgerton.
Yeah, and as Edgerton gains momentum in this start, and the bats get going for the Copperhead or for the Corndogs, the Copperheads really need to respond right now.
Certainly the power threat to do so with Brock Fowler at the plate as he takes that first pitch for a strike. Big swing and a miss there. Fowler looking to avoid striking out his first 2 plate appearances tonight, and has had an up and down start to the campaign, and not so great night against Mooresville last night, and takes that first pitch.
Yeah, for Fowler, you can't knock him for not swinging, but at the end of the day, he needs to have a little bit more discipline at the plate and pick the right pitches to swing at.
We'll see if he gets something to swing at in a 1-2. And he went around for strike 3. Fowler unable to hold his swing there, and back-to-back Ks for Edgerton is now the DH Josh Jones, who grinded out his first time up, looks to keep the inning alive.
DH, number 30, Josh Jones.
And Jones, someone the Copperheads would like to get on base. He is a dangerous base runner.
Certainly has the speed to score as the lead runner as he takes that first pitch on the inside corner for a strike from Edgerton. Takes that pitch low. And another one of these stories where guys come from pretty much all over, and we see this especially with this Copperheads team, is he swings through that one. You've got guys like Luis Morales from San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Josh Jones coming from Blainville, Quebec.
Yeah, and I mean, it's great. We get to showcase some international talent along with some great local talent. It's a great mix of the two. You know, got a lot of players from West Virginia. It's just a great mix on this team.
Certainly is, as that pitch is held off on by Jones, who stays alive in a 1-2 count. Looking to start a fourth inning rally here for the Copperheads, but he swings and misses at that off speed, and a 1-2-3 inning and a strikeout of the side for Seth Edgerton. We move to the fifth inning, still a 1-1 ball game here between the Corndogs and the Copperheads. We head to the top of the fifth inning here as Corndogs tied it last inning with a Harrison Boothlet home run, now looking to take the lead. With the third baseman Chase Gribble leading things off for Queen City in the top of the fifth inning. He'll be followed by the center fielder Keller and the shortstop Bello due up. Gribble a swing and a drive to deep center field. Back on it is Welker. He will be there deep on the track for the out number one. A good swing on the ball there for Gribble, but just a little bit unlucky and maybe just a little bit under it. Nearly started his night 2 for 2 there.
Yeah, and for the Copperheads outfielders, they'll be happy to be able to just make a play on it and not see it go over the fence.
As Edwards out here for his fifth inning of work tonight.
Yeah, and I think Edwards still has a chance to have a great start tonight. He has been pitching well beside that one pitch.
And in that case, it was just maybe something that Boothlet was maybe going after in that situation.
Yeah, I think it was just a pitch that Boothlet was looking for. It wasn't exactly a bad pitch. It was outside the zone, really.
The numbers certainly back you up, as he's only allowed 2 hits but the 1 run on the Harrison Boothlet homer. And a 1-1 count here to Luke Keller, who struck out looking his first time up.
And, you know, you got to think with summer ball and all that. You don't have your analytics, advanced stats, film. You know, you're just throwing what's comfortable for you.
A 1 pitch swung on and a fly ball behind the shortstop, but a nice play by Will Gray. Ball dropped in the breadbasket there for the shortstop for Lake Norman, and he makes a nice catch behind the back for the second out.
And I'm just happy we didn't see a collision there. That could have been really bad.
Looked like it may have dropped in no man's land between Quan and Gray there, but Gray tracking the ball over his head and falls right in his glove.
And now the Corndogs really just been unlucky on a couple swings.
As Bellows second at bat, he skies this one towards left field, calling for it, and making the catch is the left fielder Quan, and that will retire the side. Still a 1-1 game here as we head to the bottom of the fifth. Lake Norman will look to take the lead when we return. Back here for the bottom of the 5th inning is the Copperheads looking for that all-important second run, and a drive by Lopez down the left field line will go all the way to the wall. Lopez churning for second. The throw is cut off from left field. Jack Lopez starts his night off 2 for 2 with a single and now a double to get things started for the left fielder Quan.
Number 3, Aiden Quan.
Yeah, and really for Jack Lopez, that's really what he needed to start his night after kind of a slow start to the season. I mean, he did have that first game heroics, but after that, it's really been a struggle.
Certainly so, and had a rough night on the mound last night as well. Did take the loss against the Mooresville Spinners, but shown what he can do with the bat tonight with 2 early hits. As now Quan aggressive on the first pitch. The throw is bobbled, and no one will be out. Looked like the first baseman, Bouthillette, potentially had some trouble with that one, trying to flip it to the pitcher, Edgerton, and now runners at the corners and still nobody out.
For Aiden Quan, getting on base now twice this game, that's huge for his confidence.
As now Cody Spillman, who flied out his first time up, will look to extend the inning and give the Copperheads the lead. In a good position to do so against Edgerton. Off to a good start after taking that first pitch for a ball. The check back, not in time. So clearly the Corndogs conscious of that double play ability if they can get it. This pitch is low once again, though. Big spot here for the game for Spillman, a freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina, and currently playing at Lewisburg College. So far 2 for 9 on the year with 3 strikeouts. In a big spot here and a chance to do some damage. Swing and a drive towards right field. Coming under it and making the catch is Baucom. The tag by Lopez. The throw home will be made, and Lopez rather wisely decides to go back to third base. So the first out of the inning on a flyout by Spillman will bring up Lazaro Santos, the EH.
Now batting the EH, number 6, Lazaro Santos Jr.
Santos grounded out his first time up, so we'll be looking to avoid that. Still runners on the corners and just 1 out. Edgerton's first offering did not catch the outside corner. And for Edgerton, he's been pretty impressive tonight. Worked out of some jams, not as much base traffic as maybe we're used to expecting. As sliding and taking second base there. Looked to be Quan and no play there. So now 2 runners in scoring position. Changes everything for Santos. As long as he can put the ball in play here, it may mean the go-ahead run.
Yeah, and for Santos, with his hitting struggles, it's probably good to eliminate the double play chance and really just allow him to swing free.
Santos in a 1-1 count. Takes that pitch low, but it's in their first strike, and now a 1-2 count. Santos will look to shorten up the swing and put a ball in play. We'll see if the Copperheads can take advantage with some speedy base running. The 1-2 in there for strike 3. Caught him looking again, and now from runners to the corners and nobody out, Edgerton just needs 1 more out now to escape the jam unscathed.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Connor Welker.
It'll be the hometown kid, Welker. First pitch, foul back to the screen. For Seth Edgerton, after a relief start, has had a good first outing so far, just allowed the 1 run. And just 1 out away here from making it through 5 innings with the game tied as this pitch taken high by Welker. We'll see if the hometown kid can use his experience to his benefit here as he swings in a big hack at that 1-1 pitch. Edgerton just 1 strike away now from escaping the jam.
Yeah, and Edgerton had been pitching good. This would be huge for his confidence to get out of this inning.
1-2 pitch in there for strike 3. 2 strikeouts looking to end the inning. No runs allowed here. As we head to the 6th inning, Copperheads still find themselves in a tie ball game here. It's 1-1 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Back for the top of the 6th inning, still a 1-1 ball game here at Cox Mill High School between the Corndogs and the Copperheads. As Edwards out there for his 6th inning of work. First 2 pitches taken here by the DH Luke Harris, who popped out his first time up.
Yeah, and aside from that home run given up by Edwards, it's been a very good outing for him.
Rebounds for a strike there. We'll look to stay even in the count here instead of giving up a rare hitter's count for him tonight, as he does do just that. It'll be a 3-1 count now. And some sweet chin music there in that 2-1, but Harris still looking for his first hit of the season as he grounds this one foul. Featured in the opening night contest against the Wampus Cats.
He went hitless, so he'll be looking to put that performance behind him.
3-2 pitch, swinging a drive and a base hit into left field. Over quickly is Quan to make the throw, but not before a leadoff single in the first hit of the season for Luke Harris.
And putting that performance behind him, he did.
So now it'll be the EH Trenton Doss.
Yeah, man, the EH Trenton Doss.
A rare hit for Edwards tonight. Just the 30s allowed all game, in the form of 2 singles and the home run by Harrison Bouthelette. Next pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah, and if Edwards can keep his hits to a minimum, he'll still be very happy with the performance he's had tonight.
Facing Doss, a Winston-Salem, North Carolina native. Good off-speed there for a strike. Now a 1-2 count here. Edwards looking to rebound after giving up the leadoff single as a swing and a miss there by Doss. Takes care of the EH for the first out.
And for the Copperheads here, they're thinking a double play ends the inning.
Certainly so. 7 strikeouts on the night through 5 1/3 innings here. for Jackson Edwards. This one fouled back first pitch by the left fielder Laurer. Laurer currently playing at Southeastern Community College as this one's thrown back and gets past the first baseman Hill. Advancing to second with no play will be Luke Harris, and now the threat of a double play eliminated just like that.
Yeah, and that really is a big error there by Edwards. Really one of two he's made in the game.
Rare mistake here by the Copperhead starter, but he'll look to rebound. Has Laurer in an 0-1 count so far. Next offering is fouled back to the screen.
You know, for both teams, their bats have been pretty hot tonight, but they really haven't been able to drive in any runners.
We'll see if that changes here. Runner in scoring position for Laurer. The 0-2. Fouled back to the screen.
You know, I think that's credit to these pitchers for being able to get themselves out of jams when they come about.
Laurer stays alive. Another 0-2 offering by Edwards on away. The quick pitch, a swing, and a ground ball to the second base side. A nice play by Lopez will be in time for the second out. So Harris advances to third. Now the leadoff hitter, Baucom, will step in for the third time around for the Corndogs tonight. Leading run stands just 90 feet away now.
That was a great play there by Lopez. He's had a good game all around tonight.
Baucom 0 for 2 on the night and struck out looking his last time up. First pitch is high there from Jackson Edwards, who has had a very fine start tonight. Made it through 5 2/3 thus far as this one's fouled back over the screen and onto the concourse here.
And you can't knock the Copper or the Corndogs batters. They've gone down swinging all night.
Baucom takes that pitch for strike 2, and now just one strike away here for Jackson Edwards to keep this game tied. 1-2 pitch. Off speed that skipped up there for a ball. Now the count runs to 2-2.
And Gunter, something to keep an eye on is the Corndogs have someone warming up in the bullpen.
This one driven towards the second baseman Lopez. He makes the catch behind the dirt in the shallow outfield grass, and that will retire the side. So through the top of the sixth, still a 1-1 ball game, and a good work once again by the starter Edwards, who goes 6 innings tonight with just 1 run allowed so far. We head to the bottom of the sixth to see if the Copperheads can pull ahead. Back here for the bottom of the 6th inning as the Corndogs go to the bullpen, and the freshman Jake Young will step in on the mound.
A pitcher from UNC Asheville. Also a Charlotte native.
We'll see if he can keep up the good work of Seth Edgerton as this first pitch nearly hits Gray on the helmet there. Edgerton's final line tonight, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits and just 1 earned run. The 1 walk and 7 strikeouts on the night as Young rebounds to throw a strike here to Will Gray, who will turn the lineup card over for the 3rd time now. 1 for 2 on the night with a single and a flyout. 1-1 pitch swung on and missed.
Yeah, and for the Corndogs, I think that decision to go to a new pitcher really just comes from like what I was saying earlier. It's fatigue. They've played a lot of games this season.
1-2 pitch from Young is inside and back to the backstop. The next 1-2 from Young is low. And for a new pitcher, certainly getting that first runner is the all-important step in each inning.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's definitely a confidence boost, and it doesn't get a base runner already in your head after your first batter.
We'll see if Young can finish the job in a full count against the leadoff hitter, Gray. 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a fly ball to right field. Underneath it is Bauckham, and he'll make the catch for the first out.
But credit to Gray. He's been making great contact all night.
Now batting for Lake Norman, the third baseman, number 14, Dane Frelick.
Now the 2-hole hitter Dane Frelick up after an inning-ending double play he grounded into last time up. Will look to remedy that against the new pitcher, Young.
Yeah, he'll look to bounce back, keep his good season going, and who knows, maybe rattle this young pitcher a little bit to start it off.
0 for 2 on the night so far. Takes that pitch for a strike. Now the count runs to 1-1.
I think that has been much of the success of the Copperheads. That when their bats get hot, they seem to be rattling pitchers right as they get into the games.
Good take there from Frelick, who, as you said, has had a pretty good start to the season thus far.
Yeah, I mean, he's the 4th best batter in terms of batting average on the team.
2-1 count here against Young. He'll take that pitch outside for ball 3, and now a chance to do some damage with the hitter's count.
I think what you see with these guys who have the better batting averages on the team is they have great eyes. You know, they have great plate discipline, so they're also drawing walks. They're getting ahead in counts.
3-1 pitch against Young. Outside for ball 4. So Frelick is aboard with 1 out. Now it'll turn over to the first baseman, Louis Hill, the freshman currently playing at Oral Roberts University.
Now batting the first baseman, number 32, Louis Hill.
Yeah, he's another one who's top 5 on the team in batting average, and that's great for him after not really getting much of an opportunity to play this season at Oral Roberts.
Also functions as a pitcher as he's pitched an inning so far. Walked 2 in the inning and struck out 1 against the Spinners last night. 3 for 9 on the season so far with 5 strikeouts, but with the runner aboard, a chance to do some damage and get the lead right back for the Copperheads. 1-0 pitch from Young is low.
And for the Copperheads, they haven't been shy about being aggressive on the base paths. So anytime they get a runner on base, no matter who it is, it's not a great situation for the other team.
There's a short mound visit here. Will be taken by Owen Williams. Looking to calm the young pitcher down here. Jake Young from Charlotte Catholic High School, a local product here.
You know, that's always got to be tough, playing in front of friends and family, you know, back home. Probably also shaking off the rust after, a freshman season at a Division I college. Playing time is not always guaranteed.
1-0 pitch from Young is swung on and in foul territory down the first base line. There will be no play, as Bouthelet could not get to that one. Young ready with another 1-1 here. That one is low.
Yeah, Young having early troubles finding the zone.
Certainly the Copperheads in a good position also to take advantage of that, and maybe down the line you get a barreled ball like we've seen earlier. 2-1 from Young. Swing and a miss on that inside pitch. So he works back to a 2-2 count here. Hill still looking for his first base hit. 2 strikeouts so far tonight and a chance to make it 2 runners on base. The 2-2. Inside. Looked like it may have actually been ball 4 there. And it appears it will. So now 2 runners on here. 2 straight walks here for the new pitcher Young, and Brock Fowler a chance to get his first base hit after also striking out his first 2 times up.
Yeah, and for the Copperheads, they've done a great job of getting on base, and their base running has been great all season. But with both runners in scoring position, their hitting seems to fall off sometimes.
See if Fowler can change that here as he takes the first pitch low from Young.
And for the Corndogs, they seem to sense the fact that this is going to be a pretty short outing for Young. They already have pitchers warming up again in the bullpen.
Corndogs looking to preserve the tie ball game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The check from Young in the pitch. In there for a strike. Looks like it just caught the inside corner there.
Yeah, the umpire calling a pretty inside strike zone tonight.
Young works back to an even count. The 1-1. Looks like maybe nearly the same spot as last time, but this one is inside for a ball.
Yeah, maybe it's just more of an inconsistent strike zone tonight.
We'll see if there's any words about it at the end of the game. But Fowler ahead 2-1 here. Takes that pitch outside for ball 3.
I think with the way that Young's been pitching, these base runners are going to be keen to move on a wild pitch.
Fowler in a advantageous 3-1 count. Swinging a broken bat ground ball to third for 1, and the throw from third base is in time. He got him. Chase Gribble with the solo double play. Ends the inning here, and it looks like
Fowler's in some pain over there.
Maybe a wrong step as he went over towards first base, but nonetheless, Chase Gribble with the nice play there to step on the third base bag and then throw to first, and the inning is over. We'll move to the top of the 7th inning. Still a 1-1 ball game here at Cox Mill. Back here for the top of the 7th inning, still a 1-1 ball game here at Cox Mill High School between the Copperheads and the Corndogs, but the visiting Corndogs, another chance to take the lead here as the new pitcher, Josh Jones, will take the mound here. His first pitch bounces up there. And Jones already seen some game action tonight as the DH.
Yeah, this will be his first innings pitch on the season.
This one in the air towards left field. Calling for it and making the catch is Aiden Kwan, and just 2 pitches to get that first out here for Jones.
And the Copperheads will be breathing a sigh of relief because that one was looking good.
So Hawkins is retired. And the all-dangerous first baseman, Bouthillette, steps in, responsible for the 1 run so far tonight with a towering home run to right field to even things up in the top of the 4th inning.
And for the Copperheads, you have a two-way player up, and now you have this guy up the bat. Not the situation you want.
0-1 from Jones. He did go around, according to the home plate umpire, so we'll go to an 0-2 count. Jones will look to neutralize the power threat of Bouthillette here. The pitch, swing and a miss, he got him.
And that one will be big for his confidence, because he was sitting in the dugout and he watched that one fly out of the ballpark. He knows how big of a strikeout that was.
So now the cleanup hitter, Owen Williams, will look to keep the inning alive.
Number 23, Owen Williams.
And taking over after a fine start by Jackson Edwards, who went 6 innings tonight. This one swung on by Williams. Back towards the track is Welker, and he makes the catch to retire the side. 3 quick outs here for Josh Jones in his first inning of work. We head to the bottom of the 7th, in the 7th inning stretch. We'll see if the Copperheads can put that all-important second run on the board when we return. Back after the 7th inning stretch, still a 1-1 ball game. Both teams' pitching staffs have come to play tonight. And after setting down the side with the 1-2-3 inning in the top half of the inning, now Josh Jones comes to the plate looking to start things off. Swings through that first pitch from Jake Young out there. And after giving up 2 back-to-back walks, forced an inning-ending double play to send things to his side as this one's popped up. Calling it is the right fielder, Bauckham. He makes the catch.
Yeah, Jones there just wasn't able to Use that great momentum from the pitching to translate to hitting.
Now batting for Lake Norman in the
Now
second
Jack
inning, number
Lopez
4,
up.
Jack Lopez.
2 for 2 on the night with a single and a double.
Yeah, and he's an early player of the game candidate, especially with his play in the field so far as well.
He'll face Young with a chance to make it 3 for 3. Takes a good first pitch there for a strike.
Yeah, that one had great movement on it. It looks like he's finding his stuff here.
Gets the leadoff runner for the second straight inning. Now facing the 2-hole as this one's popped up once again. Baucom coming in. He makes the catch once again. And 2 fly balls and 2 outs here. And as you said, maybe the experience just a big factor here.
Yeah, for sure. I think for the pitcher, it's just every pitch he keeps getting a little bit more experience. And for the Copperhead batters, they're just getting a little bit under it. I wonder if it's coming in with a little bit different pace or a little bit different, kind of movement as the last guy.
So now Aiden Kwan stepping in after his double, his first time up, gave the Copperheads the early lead. Swung through the first pitch and takes the second for a ball. Young looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Nearly hit Kwan with that one, but now a 2-1 count.
Yeah, Kwan's had a really good night at the plate so far.
Another one of these freshmen looking to make their name before they head off to college as he swings through that low pitch.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you have to nitpick and pick out one thing, it's definitely that plate discipline. He definitely swings at a lot of balls.
All part of the learning curve for Kwan, who does now have a 3-game hitting streak after his double in that first inning. 2-2 pitch is outside and the count runs full. Heading to Monmouth University is Kwan. 3-2 pitch. Inside, ball 4.
Yeah, and any amount of experience he can bring with him to a Division I college can only help him gain as much playing time as possible.
As another freshman will step to the plate. It'll be Spillman, but that will be the end of the night for Jake Young after 1 2/3 innings. Has not allowed any runs thus far, but they'll turn the ball over to a new pitcher when we come back, still tied at 1. We are back. The new pitcher for the Corndogs will be Carter Barrett. Freshman from Indian Land, South Carolina, playing at Coker College, has pitched 1 2/3 innings so far for the Corndogs this season. Still yet to give up a run, and we'll see if he can continue that streak here against Cody Spillman, who, as you said earlier, Eric, has quite a unique story.
Yeah, I mean, for Spillman to even be on a baseball field right now is quite an incredible feat. He broke his neck in 2019 and didn't play baseball for 2 years, and now here in 2024 is playing baseball again.
Runner breaks for second. The throw down will be over the head of the second baseman, Hawkins. And another stolen base for Aiden Kwan, who moves up into scoring position once again.
Well, yeah, he spent 677 days without playing baseball, and yet still was able to make a college team. Just very impressive stuff. And now he has summer ball to prove, to prove himself even further. He has nothing to prove, though.
Quite the accomplishment, certainly, for the Copperheads catcher. Now in a big spot and has a chance to do something and do some damage. That pitch taken there for a strike, so a 1-2 count now for Barrett, who made his first appearance against the Wampus Cats in relief in a 9-8 win on June 2nd. Now the 1-2. Swung on and fouled back.
Yeah, and Barrett was very effective in that appearance against the Wampus Cats, giving up no hits and striking out 2 batters.
Certainly a good thing when you face the minimum batters you can in a start, and so far we'll see if he can record 6 outs from 6 batters. 1-2 from Barrett. High fastball there, just misses. And with the stolen base threat of Kwan, who's already swiped 2 bags tonight, you wonder if a hit reaches the outfield grass, whether that would mean the go-ahead run here for Lake Norman.
I think for Lake Norman, they'd love to have it. I mean, they don't have a ton of arms, so their hitting does need to gain a lead here.
Both teams' pitching staffs have been strong tonight. We'll see if Barrett can finish the job. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Got him with the elevated breaking ball, and that retires the side. Barrett in relief gets the all-important 3rd out, and we head to the 8th inning, still tied at 1. Back for the final 2 innings here at Cox Mill High School. Still a 1-1 stalemate here.
Now back for the Corndogs, the 3rd baseman, number 4, Chase Gribble.
Chase Gribble steps in, 1 for 2 on the night. Looking to get things started against Josh Jones, and fouls this first pitch off the screen.
Yeah, Josh Jones had a strong first inning on the mound. He'll be looking to back that up with another strong inning on the mound. As many innings as he can go for the Copperheads would be great.
Gribble made a nice play with the solo double play to turn the Copperheads over in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now looking to get a base hit to get things started for the Corndogs. Ahead 2-1 here against Josh Jones, who retired the side in quick succession in the 7th. Now out there for his 2nd inning of relief work in the 8th. Swing and a miss there. Count moves to 2-2.
Yeah, and if the Copperheads can find some success in their two-way guys this season, it could really set them up to have a great season this year.
That 2-2 pitch taken high. So Gribble works a full count against Josh Jones. Full count pitch swung on and missed. He got him.
You need some great movement on that pitch. I mean, it made it hard for that hitter to even resist swinging on it.
A good tailing away pitch there that fooled Gribble, and now Keller steps in for his 3rd at-bat of the night. Struck out looking his first time up and popped him up his 2nd time. Serving as the center fielder tonight. Pops this one foul back behind the screen.
I mean, if you're Boothilette sitting in the dugout right now, you're going to be asking your guys, where's the rest of the hitting? I need some help out there.
We'll see if Keller can provide some extra boost here. Good breaking ball there from Jones. Freezes Keller, and now an 0-2 hole here for the center fielder. That one high. Keller, another one of these freshman outfielders for the Corndogs, who have 4 of their 5 outfielders as freshmen in total, fouls this one off.
You know, maybe some of the reasoning behind that is you get a young outfield, some fresh legs. You know, maybe those are guys you can kind of play all season, less rotation needed.
Went 1 for 2 in the season debut with a walk, did Keller. Now another 1-2 from Jones outside. Two-two offering, swung on and towards the left fielder, Quan, who makes the catch. Barely had to move a muscle there, but is under it for the 2nd out.
Yeah, Quan and Lopez have really been carrying the load for the Copperheads tonight. They've been playing well.
Some great defensive plays. Now the shortstop, Bello. 0 for 2 on the night. 5 batters faced and 5 straight retirements here for Jones, who looks like he gets a foul ball there. May have bounced off the knob of Bello's bat. So a fortunate break there for Jones and an unfortunate one for Bello.
I think he's going to tell his teammates he meant to do that. He's just that accurate. He can aim for the bat every time.
Jones is 0-1. Is spiked in the dirt.
You know, as this game wears on, you got to wonder, who's going to be the one to break the deadlock?
Only time will tell as this 1-1 pitch from Jones is outside. Bello currently playing at Guildford Tech Community College. Faces a 2-1 and catches the outside corner. Now just 1 strike away from 2 perfect innings here for the DH turn reliever Josh Jones. Deuce is wild, and the 2-2 is outside.
You know, that pitch was a little wild, but all in all, the pitchers on both sides tonight have been pretty good. It's been a pitching duel tonight.
Full count pitch from Bello. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and the inning is over. 2 perfect innings for Josh Jones as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Still tied at 1 here on the SCBL YouTube channel. Back for the bottom of the 8th inning now
Now
as
batting for the Copperheads, the EH, number 6, Lazaro Santos Jr.
Lazaro Santos steps in for his 3rd at-bat of the night. 0 for 2 so far and facing a new pitcher in Colin McDougal. Originally from Carolina Shores, North Carolina, right near the Carolina border. This one popped up and rocketed foul over the right field fence here.
Yeah, and he was their game 1 starter, and he gave up a couple runs, couple hits, but overall a good performance.
Up and down bag against the Wampus Cats, and a high-scoring game that the Corndogs eventually won to start their season off strong as that pitch is inside. And now playing at Wingate University is McDougal.
And to McDougal's credit, he did have 5 strikeouts in his first start. So it does look like he does get those strikeouts.
1-1 pitch is low. Certainly a good spot to potentially take the lead here if you're Lake Norman. You should have to get 3 more outs if that's the case, it being the bottom of the 8th inning. But if not, extra innings a real possibility as we head into the later part of this game.
Yeah, and really, if you're the fans or the players, an extra inning game doesn't really feel that long. We're only really reaching the 2-hour mark here.
Santos works a 3-1 count. Pitch from McDougal. Swung on and fouled back.
You know, if anyone on the Copperheads are due, it's Santos. He really needs to get his season going.
Certainly so. Has struggled at the plate tonight with a ground out and a strikeout looking. 0 for 9 on the season so far. A chance to get his first hit leading off the bottom of the 8th. Pitch is taken low for ball 4. As despite not having a hit so far in 10 plate appearances or 13 plate appearances, he has walked 4 times, so certainly has that plate discipline in his locker. So now Connor Welker steps in, 0 for 1 on the night with the walk. We'll see if McDougal can rebound. First pitch to the center fielder is low. And being a hometown kid, playing your high school ball here and coming back to play in a summer league, what do you imagine he's feeling?
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's just like his high school days, you know, his friends, his family. are all here to support him, but also there's that added pressure as well because your friends and your family are all here to support you. But at the end of the day, it's probably not just a home field advantage for the Copperheads. It's a home field advantage for him. He's been here before. He's done it before.
2-0 pitch is taken high, and certainly if Welker is feeling the pressure, he's not showing it so far. A 3-0 start to this at-bat. We'll see if he chooses to take the next pitch. Could put a runner in scoring position with no outs here for the Copperheads in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-0 pitch in their first strike. And as we saw maybe from his first start, McDougal may be a little bit of an up-and-down characteristic pitcher.
Yeah, he seems to be a high-risk, high-reward type of guy. He gets those strikeouts, but he also gives up some walks and hits.
We've seen the rebound here, though, from a 3-0 to a 3-2. Welker will shorten up the stance. Payoff pitch is swung on, grounded to the third base side and through. Past the diving third baseman Gribble. And a single by Welker moves the lead run into scoring position now. The lineup card will turn over for Will Gray. 1 for 3 on the night.
You know, Zane and I were joking. The Copperheads motto might as well be better late than never. They seem to come on late, and that seems to be when they like to put their runners in scoring position and make these type of dangerous plays and dangerous moves.
It's not an ideal start for McDougal, who gives up the single after the leadoff walk by Santos. And now facing the leadoff hitter, the shortstop Gray. First pitch offering. Breaking ball outside. Likely will be a turning point in the game here if Gray can put a ball in play. 1-0 for McDougal. Swung on, and a big hack at that one for Gray.
These Copperhead hitters, they really just got to take a breath and know, yes, you can tie up the game with one swing, but also win the game with one swing, but also a double takes the lead as well.
Next offering, a big cut and a miss once again for Gray. And as we've seen tonight, Gray looking to make some hard contact, but it does come with some risks, as now he faces a 1-2 hole.
I mean, for Gray, a single like he had earlier is all you need. It loads the bases.
1-2 offering for McDougal. Called strike 3. A big first out for McDougal, who caught the outside corner with the fastball perfectly. And now a double play could end the inning.
And if anyone needs to bounce back at bat here, it's Frelick. You know, he started the season off well, but tonight maybe not his best night at the plate.
Had a good at-bat last time up and drew a walk. 2 runners on and still just 1 out. Frelick swings at the first offering.
I mean, the Copperheads, they're just swinging too hard. They really need to just take a breath and just be simple. That's what's worked against the Disco Turkeys. That's what worked against the Owls. That's what's worked in both of their wins.
Behind 0-1 is Frelick. He takes this one low. The runner would advance to third. The throw is not in time, and Santos stands just 90 feet away now. The potential winning run, now just a potential sac fly away here.
Now if you're Frelick, you really got to take a breath here. Now it's just a single. That's all you need.
Frelick started his first 2 games 3 for 7 with the double. 0 for 2 tonight with a walk, but a chance to be the home hero for the Copperheads here. Instead, the throwback will go to first. Not in time to get the runner Welker there.
You know, for Welker on first, good job getting in the pitcher's head. You know, kind of baiting a throw there. If the pitcher makes an error, then you take the lead.
Runner breaks for second. There will be no throw. And another twist is now the double play threat eliminated with Welker in scoring position. Now a swing could potentially score 2 runs if Frelick places it right.
Good job by the Corndogs infielders coming in, watching out for the bunt there.
2-1 is fouled off the screen. So McDougal works it back to another 2-strike count here. Frelick looking to make his mark early on in the season. 2-2 pitch is high, and the count runs full.
And you know, it's situations like these why Zane and I have been calling these guys the cardiac Copperheads all season.
We'll see if Frelick can add another heart-stopping moment here. Full count pitch. Swung on and fouled in the air. There will be no play, though, as that one lands over near the batting cages here at Cox Mill, and Frelick stays alive with another chance to get on base and potentially score the lead run here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Payoff pitch for McDougal. Swung on towards the shortstop. The throw will be home in time to get the second out. What a throw from Bello, right on the money to Owen Williams, who puts the tag on Santos, and now just 1 out away once again, the Corndogs getting their way out of a jam here.
Yeah, and I mean, just a missed opportunity there for the Copperheads, but you still have a speedy guy in Welker on second.
So now Louis Hill steps in, 0 for 2 on the night with the walk, his last time up.
He's been batting well all season, and he's due in this game.
Runner breaks for third. The throw down is not in time. The throw to second, though, is also not. A double steal by the Copperheads.
And that's that aggressive base running that I've been talking about. It really opens up the door for the batters to swing freely. They cleared the double play. They got another runner on third, right in position to score.
Now Welker stands at third, Frelick at second.
I mean, they've basically given themselves a replay of the last at bat.
We'll see if the Corndogs can replicate it with a potential third out here. McDougal behind 1-0. The pitch is taken high for a ball. Louis Hill working some extended at-bats here tonight. Drew a walk his last time up. We'll see if he can reach base for a second time tonight. (2-0 from McDougal. McDougal, he gets a strike there, called high. Copperheads faithful not a fan of that call by any stretch of the means. But an important pitch there for McDougal. Still trails the batter 2-1 in the count. The pitch. Swung on and missed. And it looks like there'll be a short mound visit here. The count is run back to 2-2 once again. And McDougal forcing Louis Hill to make a swing here.
Yeah, and I think for the catcher there, he senses that McDougal might not get those same 2 pitches. Again, you know, the high fastball called for a strike, and then that swing in the dirt. So he's still got to calm down his pitcher, who's looked a little off on these last 2 pitches.
Mound visit will be over. Still need just 1 strike to get out of the jam.
Louis Hill looking to change things with 1 swing right here.
Looks to be normal depth here for the infield of the Corndogs. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got out of the jam. Colin McDougal does the unthinkable. The runner does not score from third twice in the inning, and we head to the final frame, still tied at 1 here on the SCBL YouTube channel. Back here for the final frame of the night. Jones back out there for his third inning of work and gets started with the strike inside. Corndogs dugout did not like that call.
And Copperheads putting all their faith in Jones here.
As we said, lots of these players for the Copperheads working as dual threat guys, lots of them pitching and hitting this summer.
Yeah, and for the Copperheads, they don't even have anyone else warming up with the bullpen right now. It's going to be Jones to close out this game.
Jones's next offering is low. Facing Luke Harris, who's 1 for 2 on the night. Singled his last time up. Takes a big swing at that one outside. Harris, the Corndogs DH tonight. 2-2 offering from Jones is low.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, both teams have been pretty good at the plate. It's just about getting those base runners in to score, and that's where both teams have struggled.
Full count here from Jones. The pitch is high for ball 4. So Harris aboard for his second time tonight. Will take the base on balls, and now Trenton Doss, the extra hitter for the Corndogs, and the nine-hole hitter steps in.
I believe that's Jones's first walk tonight. I mean, those are just a couple pitches that have gotten away from him.
Number 51, Trent Goff.
Had retired the first 6 batters he faced in a row with 3 strikeouts as Doss shows bunt here. Pulls it back, but still is a strike.
And for Jones, this is going to be a mental test. With a base runner on, you can't let that guy get in your head.
Jones checks over. Doss showing bunt again. The 0-1 is gone on, appeared to.
Yeah, I don't believe he pulled that one back in time. Good call by the umpire.
Another 0-2 here from Jones. The pitch is high. Still Harris standing on first base, representing the leading run here. That pitch is high. This appears to be a pinch hitter instead of Doss. Griffin Pickhart, the catcher, who started at catcher the other night in the Corndogs 9-2 win against the Regulators. Facing a 2-2 count against Jones, and he fouls this one to the screen. Just the 29th appearance by a hitter of the night. The pitch is rung up, strike 3.
Pitchers have been rolling through this game tonight.
The slow looping curveball sends Pickhart down looking. As now the left fielder Laurer.
Now batting Wilson Lord.
And I think, if anything, Jones has been a change of pace for these hitters out there.
After the fireballer, Edwards went 6 innings. Now 7 outs and 8 batters faced for Josh Jones, who gets a foul ball first pitch from Laurer.
Yeah, and I think both starting pitchers tonight have put themselves in the pitcher of the week conversation unless we see a really great performance this week.
Lower behind 0-1. He shows bunt, lays it down towards the pitcher, Jones. The throw is in time and at first. So the runner does advance to scoring position, but Lower does lay down a sack bunt. Does his job to get the runner 180 feet away from home with 2 outs.
It looks like we got a pinch runner coming into the game now.
So it looks like it'll be number 9 for the Corndogs. Trig Browning represents the leading run here for the Corndogs. As now Baucom steps in, the 4th time through the order now.
And for Jones, he better pay attention to the runner on second. They're not going to put in a guy who doesn't have some speed there for a pinch runner.
Jones, though, no doubt, only worried about the challenge in front of him. Baucom 0 for 3 on the night. First pitch is swung on and missed. A good start there. Browning will no doubt be playing this aggressive if the ball reaches the outfield. Next offering to Baucom, in there for a strike. Another call the Corndogs bullpen not a fan of, but nonetheless, Baucom now facing an 0-2 hole against Jones.
The hitters on both sides really just looking to win this game with one swing.
0-2 pitch swung on and missed. He let go of the bat. Baucom down on strikes, and so are the Corndogs as we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. One more chance for the Copperheads to win this one in the normal 9 innings. We'll see if they can do it when we come back. Back here for the bottom of the 9th inning. First chance of the night for the Copperheads to walk things off here. As the new pitcher entering the game for the Corndogs is Maddox Cabbage, the freshman from Huntersville, North Carolina.
Yeah, hasn't appeared in a game yet so far for the Corndogs.
We'll see if he can make it a good first outing. Good first strike there. So face Connor Paul, the pinch hitter. Cabbage is 0-1. Another good strike.
Yeah, Connor Paul, the leading batter for the Copperheads this year, batting .625 on the season.
We'll see if he can be the hero again. Down 0-2, though, to Cabbage. Leading off the bottom of the 9th inning. The pitch is way outside. So Paul stays alive. Paul from Brentwood, Tennessee. From playing at Volunteer State Community College. 5 for 8 on the season so far. The 1-2 pitch. Another fastball outside.
Connor Paul also listed as a pitcher. We might see him pitching some this season.
2-2 from Cabbage. Off speed just missed. And now the count runs full.
In fact, he's pitched 2 innings this season.
Certainly a dual threat player here. Functioning as a pinch hitter here in the bottom of the ninth. The full count pitch swung on and fouled down the third base line. Got a hold of a big chunk of that one, but late on that fastball.
You know, he's just what a coach wants. He'll do whatever the coaches need. He's up to the plate, you know, on the mound. Wherever you need him, he'll be there.
He'll face another 3-2 count here against Cabbage. Looking to get on base. Payoff pitch. Swung on in a chopper towards the second baseman. The play will not be made. Hawkins bobbled the ball, looking to throw to first. And a good start here for the Copperheads in the bottom of the ninth. Paul with an infield single to start things off, and now it'll be Josh Jones. After 3 great relief innings to keep this game tied at 1.
And the pinch hit pays off for the Copperheads. Fowler hadn't been having the greatest of games, and Paul comes in and makes an immediate impact.
Jones 0 for 3 at the plate so far, looking to redeem himself here, though, as he swings on this one towards the shortstop. Another bobble, and there will be no play. A fielding error there from the shortstop, Bello. On the transition to the throw to second means 2 on and no out here. As now Jack Lopez, a chance to be the hero here.
Yeah, the man who's not familiar with late game heroics is up to the plate, looking to repeat his heroics from game 1.
Lopez stands in, 2 on and nobody out. Can he walk off the game for the second time this year? The opening day hero takes that first pitch low for a ball.
For Lopez, he at least needs to move the lineup forward into Quan. Quan's been playing really well.
Cabbage checks. The 1-0. Hit him! Jack Lopez reaches on a hit by pitch, and now the winning run just 90 feet away, still with no outs. Now Aiden Kwan, the freshman, with 3 on and no out.
A chance here to grow up in a hurry, that's for sure.
And after an up and down first few games, has really blossomed tonight. The double to score the only run for the Copperheads tonight. Walked his last time up. And simply putting a ball in play may be enough here.
Now batting for Lake Golden, the left fielder, number 3, Aiden Kwan.
At this rate, he's going to show up to Monmouth with the equivalent of years of experience.
Paul represents the winning run at third. First pitch from Cabbage. A good pitch there for a strike.
Yeah, and he needed that one.
Kwan, though, still looking to be a threat here. The Cabbage 0-1 pitch is in there for a strike, and good rebound pitch here now. Kwan in an 0-2 hole here, but the winning run just 90 feet away. A ball to the outfield may do it. The pitch rung up. Strike 3 called and a big first out here for Quan. Cabbage, a big first out here. Now the catcher Spillman up for his 4th at bat. Same situation, still just 1 out. Avoid the double play ball, and it may mean the 3rd win for the Copperheads here in their first 5 games to start 2024.
And what could be yet another piece in an incredible story for Cody Spellman.
Of course, we mentioned the 2-year break he had between breaking his neck in 2019 and coming back to play baseball, and now gone all the way to a college roster. 1-0 pitch from Cabbage, swung on and fouled back to the screen. Cabbage is 1-1. Pitch is inside and nearly hit him. Would have ended the game on a walk-off hit by pitch, but by a few inches. The Corndogs stay alive in this one.
Yeah, I mean, one size bigger pants, and that would be the end of the game.
But by any means necessary, Copperheads looking to win the game here. 2-1 pitch is there, is outside. Looked to be a strike, but now just one more ball could spell the end of the game here. The Copperheads, with the bases loaded here, still just 1 out. 3-1 pitch from Cabbage. Inside, ball 4. And the Copperheads walk it off on a walk. After some debate, it is confirmed. Cody Spillman, the hero tonight. And a 2-1 win on a walk-off walk. Corndogs not happy with that ending call, but that may spell the end to a brilliant start to the season for the Corndogs, who were 2-0. Corndogs manager looking for an explanation from the umpires here, but it may not matter.
Yeah, I don't know. There's still much discussion. This game might not yet be final.
We'll see if the umpire confirms it here. It looks like the game is over.
Yep, I see him shaking hands. This game's over. For the Copperheads, the Cardiac Copperheads strike once again. Late game heroics. This time it's Cody Spillman. I mean, at this rate, by the end of the season, every person on the Copperheads is going to have a walk-off to their name.
And after multiple rallies fell short, the Copperheads put one last rally together in the 9th inning and win it on a walk-off walk. Your final score tonight, the Copperheads 2 and the Corndogs 1, as the Copperheads move to 3-2 on the season. The Corndogs fall to 2-1. For my broadcasting partner, Eric Finley, I'm Gunter Schroeder signing off here from Cox Mill High School. We'll be back with some more SCBL action tomorrow night.